హాయ్ అండి, అందరికి నమస్కారం. వెల్కమ్ టు టెక్ ఐటీ ఫ్యాక్టరీ. ఎవరైతే చూస్తున్నారో ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయడం మర్చిపోకండి. సో మీరు ఆల్రెడీ చూసుకుంటారు thumbnail. ఓకే, సో లెట్ మీ షేర్ దిస్ ఇన్ అవర్ టెలిగ్రామ్ ఛానల్ అండ్ ఆల్సో ఇన్ వాట్సాప్. ఓకే, సో వాట్సాప్లో ఉన్న వాళ్ళు, టెలిగ్రామ్ ఛానల్లో ఉన్న వాళ్ళు. ఓకే, of distraction people. Okay, so I have shared it. So yeah, we're already thumbnail చూసుంటారు. So this is all about DevOps course what we are doing. Okay, so from 11th of December. Okay, so until like next week nunchi. So we'll be doing from next week. So here like we'll be doing completely in English and Telugu, guys. So whoever are coming, like if your background is not Telugu or if you are unable to understand Telugu, you guys can ask me in English as well. Okay, so we'll try to cover most of the things in English here in this video also. And also whoever are watching, please like and share with your friends and family so that it will reach a lot of people, and also it will give a lot of like it will help us actually. Okay, okay, so we'll answer all the questions, guys. Like, okay, so we'll also check the market how it is. Okay, and also we'll see how things are going on right now in the market and when the market will get recovered. Okay, so we'll talk everything. Okay, so keep your questions, I'll answer all the questions. Okay, and also today we have Shankar with us. Okay, so he's from Dviti. So we both are doing this DevOps course, like most of you guys already know. So I've already mentioned in a lot of videos that getting collaborated with Shankar to do all the videos or all the course, that is DevOps course, what we are going to do. So here we are here to talk about all the queries you guys have, and also we'll be addressing all the questions you have for the course. And the most important thing is who can join this course. Okay, so a lot of questions, a lot of people are asking who can join this course and how the situation in the market, what are the openings, okay, and how it will be in the 2024. And also we'll talk more on what we are delivering and how you can uh, choose your career. It's not only a DevOps, but also when you are learning DevOps, what kind of openings you can go for, and what we gonna cover. We'll discuss everything in this video. Okay. So yeah, first thing is first, like hi Shankar. So yeah, just uh,
Yeah, yeah,
brief like what we are going to do, and just give your thoughts on.
yeah. So actually, guys, we are trying to start a new batch from this December 11th, and we had analyzed all of the market trends and prepared all of the curriculum as per the market standard. Because down the line, it's not something. Basically, what I have observed is from past few years, every year, like AWS tries to releases I'm getting echo. Yeah. So every year, new services will be like released from various cloud vendors. It could be AWS or Azure or GCP. So, as per my knowledge, for sure, the jobs will be not too much high. For sure, you will be having decent market. But for the people who know beyond the things, those people who have enough skills, okay, they can't say that I know EC2, S3, and VPC and these kind of traditional services. They should be good with some or the other things. Okay, so there can be some developer tools that you can associate with your AWS, or there can be some DevOps journey that you can associate with cloud. So cloud knowledge is must and should. Okay, so if you are trying to go for AWS admin basic level of things and deployment engineer, like You will have DevOps journey, which will be included with cloud. So majorly it's all about cloud. So if you try to observe, even like in majority of the things, like in Zomato recently, I'll try to share the screen. Like, yeah, just a second. So if you try to see, Zomato company have migrated to all of the data to migrated to DynamoDB in AWS. So see, if you try to see the graphic, the graph is always increasing on day by day. Every day it is like, is my screen visible?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So if you try to see, so every day the services are being increasing by AWS. So you'll have definitely scope in order to get the job. Definitely, like security aspects you'll be having. Okay, if you are very good with respect to security, AWS, so definitely admins will be there. But all the servers will be there. Who will be there in order to protect all of your servers from DDoS attacks, denial of service attacks? So what services you can have, you can ensure security specialist. Okay, you can apply developer positions, you can have admin roles, I mean, and you can have different IoT services are also there. And recently Amazon have released Amazon Q, which is equal to Chat GPT on recent note. Amazon Q, if you try to see service, I guess it is just Q. Yeah, Samsung Q. Okay, by AWS. See, it's kind of a AI. Okay, so Amazon Q, they have launched on a recent note. So every day you try to see reinvent programs every for 2 months or 3 months. They are conducting on a random notes reinvent programs. Every time they are trying to enhance the thing. So if you try to see, there is an enhancement in S3. If you try to see, there is enhancement with respect to EC2. So how many hours you are able to use your EC2 servers, you will be getting an prediction in a clear view. So recently they had long back they have launched global view. So after this was recent things. Okay, 750 hours they are giving for free. In that 750 hours, how many hours you have been using all of your services like EC2 or EBS or whatever it might be. So on, there is a drastic change, like you with respect to cloud engineers, everyone is migrating to cloud for sure. And you will have migration roles. Okay, migration roles as well. Okay, decent, like 6 hour strategies, all these things, cost level optimization. Okay, so how much hits you are getting on, whether you are trying to see it is a capacity intensive application or memory intensive application. So if you are able to optimize from M5 X large to something like C type, so you will be able to save at least $30, okay, right, per hour into 24 hours, into 365 days, into 50 servers in each environment, let us assume, into 5 environments, or let us consider 20 servers into 5 environments, dev, QA, SIT, all the things, and into INR of 80, and into, if you are trying to, if you are able to convert into spot or something, you'll be getting 70% cheaper. So these kind of cost level optimization engineers as well have roles. SRE positions have, when we are trying to talk about detail with respect to DevOps engineers. So observability and reliability plays very important role. So these kind of things, SRE roles you can have, SRE jobs. Uh, you will have, let us, site reliability engineering is something which is started by Google. So but you have decent openings in this as well, so you will try to monitor in detail. So keeping in all of this view, so like we have designed all of the curriculum as per industry standards. So it's not something AWS admin completely these kind of things. So on bare minimum, okay, no one is there in the market that they can stand. I mean, there were people, okay, lot many people who know DevOps, they are telling. But if we are like asking like what do you know, everyone is starting with the interview. Like whenever we are trying to take the interviews, I had worked on Jenkins, I had worked on Maven, and I had worked on Docker, Kubernetes. This is what the reply they are giving. So they will not expect anything generally. They will be expecting like what are all the projects that you have worked and how you have overcome all of your issues, what sort of project plannings that you had suggested in the projects. So these kind of things, how you had implemented the architecture when architecture is given to you. So these sort of things you should say. You can say like I'm capable enough in order to address Jenkins build failures. I'm capable enough in order to write Ansible roles, complex roles. I can set it up all of the resource quotas and request limits and networking in Kubernetes. So I can have all of the Kubernetes cluster via Terraform. So these kind of things you can say. Like many of the people as of now in the market, they were telling all the things as they know. Okay, uh, we are able to, we will be the people who are all taking the interviews will be able to identify. It can be any role, guys. You can opt for migration, you can opt for security, you can opt for DevOps or anything. So the point is something you should convey, you should stress it, and you should emphasize your things as you are working. Okay, you should do some kind of research how the things are working in and around in the projects in the industry, and you should tell all of these things like how you have overcome all of these things. So and the interviewer also will not be expecting all of the 100%, right? So for sure they will be the major point when a person can be into an office is, so something they'll try to analyze your skills. Okay, how you are portraying your thoughts, how you are trying to like portray your views and thoughts and many other things into consideration. These aspects they'll try to keep. So if you are unable to answer, that is fine. They'll try to see your thought process and whether whenever we are trying to give a new task, okay, in our office, whether he is capable enough in order to perform that. He's like he adaptable whenever we try to give something. Like the other way around, he is capable to take that challenge and perform. So whenever you are unable to say some or the other answers, like first two answers itself, interviewer will not say you are not capable enough, please try to learn and come. They'll try to, yeah, that is fine, they'll try to wait. Even if you are from Telugu medium, I have seen many of the candidates who are giving like they are lagging with communications, and still they were taking the interviews. Still the interviewers interview is going for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and 1 hour. So the essence here, they are trying to understand your thought process. You can tell on bare minimum English is more than enough, but sound technical knowledge if you have, that is more than enough, okay, in order to crack. So what sort of things that you are trying to do, how your thought process, this is itself they'll try to see. If we are able to, if that person is capable enough, okay, even if you don't know all the things, at least if you are able to answer 50 to 60% on a genuine note, you can say that I don't know, but if given chance, for sure I'll try to improve. And this is what the expectation after some time I just need to cross check it, I had worked long back. So all these things will be coming into the consideration when we are trying to opt for all of these things. So this now, yeah.
Yeah, one more important thing is you need to people like I've seen a lot of people who have also got trained already. Okay, so but the thing is you need to come out of that perception that you are already trained or you know DevOps. Okay, so because I'm seeing people like a lot of people say that they know DevOps, but when you are really trying to implement something, okay, so you need to create by yourself. Okay, so when you're copying something out from somewhere and doing it, and if you are saying like, okay, I know, if I say like create some pipeline, okay, so you should know what are the things, what are the major uh, things that works out in the real time. It's not like you just go and create a pipeline out of somewhere. You just copy the code and you just do the task and you just show it like, okay, this is what I have done. That doesn't work. Because when I see people like, for example, if it's in Terraform, when I go and ask like what are meta arguments, most of the people doesn't know what is meta argument. Okay, so but they know inside of it, like when I'm saying what is depends on, okay, what is a count, what is a life cycle, then they'll get to know, okay, so these are all called as meta arguments. Okay, so the basic training whichever like whoever are giving is totally missing. That is one aspect of thing that people should know, and you should always think that you only know 60% or 40% of what is DevOps, because even when we are into the real time, I don't think like we know 100% of DevOps. Okay, there's no person in the world that knows every technology in and out. Okay, so you should always feel yourself that you are on 20 to 20% or 30%, and you should always be learning. Okay, so that is the problem right now, because when you guys like whoever have got hired in 2020, 2021, the market scenario was totally different. So what is happening right now is totally different. Okay, so you should know everything. You should know end-to-end content. Okay, so if someone comes and asks you to enhance your pipelines, or if someone comes and challenges you on writing a different type of a pipeline code, you should be ready for that. Okay, so that is where we want, like that is how we are preparing our ground, or that is how we are preparing the content to deliver to the people so that they can easily get into the jobs. Because when we are giving the calls, most of the people are saying that they already know DevOps, but how many interviews they have attended? 10 to 20 interviews, but still they are unable to crack the job. Because you should know, you should feel, or you should think yourself yourself like that, where you are, like at what point you are right now, and what industry is expecting right now. Because how Shankar said, at every stage in the DevOps, you will have opportunity. You might be a cloud engineer, you might be a container or Kubernetes engineer, you might become a cloud administrator, cloud automation engineer, you might become a Linux administrator, Linux plus Ansible administrator. There are a lot of opportunities comes in between. Okay, it's not like you have to spend all 4 to 6 months or 4 months, whatever with the course we are doing. Okay, so it is like 4 months. Okay, so it's not that you have to wait till 4 months. If someone is already interested in Linux with Ansible, you guys can go for that in between. Whenever you complete cloud administration or cloud AWS, you will have the opportunities in the cloud as well. It's not like that we will give you complete of what the market has. Okay, so it is always that you also need to explore. It's you have to give your 100%. We are here to give you everything what we have. That is why we are giving you the assurance that we give everything. We'll take you till interviews. Okay, so you need to crack the job. Okay, so you just need to answer the questions. You whatever we have trained, you need to get it. Okay, so you need to practice every day. You need to work on that every day. You need to spend time for 4 to 5 hours every day. If you want to have a job in 2024 March, you need to get into these things, like whatever we are giving, you need to complete all those tasks. Then definitely you will be in a job in March, because 2024 March, April, there will be a lot of openings which will be coming as per so many articles, because the second quarter of 2024 will be huge. Okay, so that is the reason why I'm always stressing that be prepared. Okay, so don't delay anything, even if you know, even if you do not know, try to join the course so that you will get a lot of information, lot of new things, lot of new technologies. Okay, so like lot of new services what we are going to deliver. Okay, so you will get to know a lot of things when you join a course which is taught from basics to advanced, right? So it is not like we are only giving Terraform for 2 days, Ansible for 2 days, Kubernetes for 3 days. I have heard this because most of the institutes are doing the courses for 40 days. Okay, so like DevOps for 40 days, DevOps in 45 days. I'm not sure like how that is possible, but people are doing it, and most of the people are joining them like with fees of 30,000, 35,000, and 50,000. So many institutes are charging 50,000, and still people are moving to those institutes and still spending some money, but they are unable to crack the jobs. That is where we are coming up. Okay, so that is where we want to fill the gap. So that is where we have created the content. Okay, so I've already told you that in the last video that we have created a content. Okay, so you guys can see my screen like building job ready skills, unveiling the essential DevOps content. Okay, so I have already shared this content. You guys can go to members.techitfactory.com like I showed in the last video, and also it is in the description. You guys can get that in the description as well. And if whoever are interested, still like I'm saying that in the description we have given the form where you can fill your details. We will call you back, or else you guys can call us back to the numbers which are given in the description and also in this content sheet. Okay, so these are the numbers you guys can call us. Okay, so you guys, like if you have any queries, just
Your
post us.
screen
We'll
is
try to
not
help you.
visible. Your
Yeah, it
screen
will
is
be
not.
visible in YouTube actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, so who are like now Shankar will take over and he'll let you know like who all can join.
Yeah. The targeted audience will be. Hope my screen is visible once again.
Yeah, it's coming up. Yeah,
Yeah. So the target audience can be Linux admin people, guys. Okay. So they can shift their career to DevOps journey. Okay, DevOps engineers, right? And they can who are all deployment engineers. Deployment engineers in the sense all the CI/CD will be there, right? Whenever a particular tag is yet to be released into various environments, they will try to take the approval and they'll try to do the deployment. So daily on minimum basis, minor tax gets released, if I'm not wrong, into offices. So if it is very decent company, they will be getting tax minimum 10 tax. So for every 9 seconds, Amazon tries to release as the particular tag, if I'm not wrong. Every minor release in Amazon will be released for what time, you can ask. So the minimal time will be there, guys. I don't know. I could not see if I'm not able to, but yeah. So there will be. I mean, I'm trying to say all the Amazon products, all the Amazon products. Every like it can be something 60 seconds, or I did not remember exactly. But at a minimal amount of time, the releases will be going on the in Amazon.com or Prime or Net. All the Amazon Kindle, all the Amazon products, everywhere the release goes. Okay, to try to see some of the other updates. If you try to see Paytm, so some UI gets changed, like logic gets changed. So on bare minimum, and these were called as maintenance activities, guys. The things were already there, then they'll try to enhance the things, right? So every minor releases will be going on. So as deployment engineer as well, you can quote, you can opt this particular thing. And cloud engineers as well. Okay, cloud engineers who just want to shift their journey to all of the things. And like monitoring people will be there. Knock team, if I'm not wrong. Knock engineers will be knock team in networking or in Linux. Net.
yeah, network operating centers.
Yeah, yeah. So you will be monitoring, right? So we have designed separately. We are trying to take up this Grafana engineer roles, right? So Grafana, we had given a decent things senior like Grafana. Only on Grafana you have lot many roles. So had taken some thing Prometheus and Grafana, and these were all our Office servers itself. I had removed the UI, guys. I mean the server IPs for this. Okay, just a second. I could not see what are all the things. Okay. Your prod. Okay. Yeah, these were all our servers. Actually, I had removed IPs, guys. Sorry. And these were server services. Microservice name will be there, and monitoring is enabled or not. Okay. Prometheus node exporter node, it can be any exporter, guys. I'm just trying. We had installed many other exporters as well, but CPU monitoring, CPU load monitoring, memory monitoring, network reachability, HDD monitoring, service port monitoring, service URL monitoring, all these things, these were bare minimum monitoring. And these monitoring, all the metrics will try to show via Grafana dashboards, all of the things. And these kind of things you can explain. I am able to, as I had participated, and I on daily basis we used to, and these one I had integrated with, if time permits we'll try to integrate with Slack and Microsoft Teams Outlook and SMTP server. So whenever something goes beyond the threshold, you will be getting alert. So once alert is triggered, you should be capable enough in order to close this issue also, guys. Okay, so something when CPU is full, you will be getting alert. You should be capable enough in order to check some or the other things. How do you check process? How do you kill zombie process, which are consuming resources? How do you clean up disk spaces? So how you do you truncate the things? How do you clear RAM, cache in Linux server? So these alerts, all the things monitoring alerts itself, you will be getting via Prometheus, and this kind of Grafana will have UI, decent UI. You will have many other tools. I am not saying that you'll have like Zabbix or you will have Nagios. These were very very old tools, guys, and the openings were very minimal. Okay, if you try to see Prometheus openings only on monitoring for SRE, it is very crucial. Observability and high availability, fault tolerance, mean time reports, error budgets, toils, service level agreement, service level objectives, post-mortem reports, documentation, these aspects will be coming into SRE. So keeping in view, we had designed this, and we had integrate like all of these things, and shell scripting. So if you try to see, and we'll try to show via AI as well, guys, how many of the things we'll try to, from our end we'll try to give strong foundation, whether it could be Linux or cloud, whatever the syllabus we had committed, like shell scripting at a decent note we'll try to take up. Okay, and all the things Linux. So in projects, what sort of you will be capable enough in order to tell, yeah, this is what the shell script that I have written, these were all of the things I have written in order to automate. So you can tell I had written an shell scripts in order to copy all of the SSH keys into various servers, like this on a simple note. So generally we'll try to generate SSH keygen, and we'll try to use SSH copy underscore ID and IP or username at the right IP. So if there are 100 servers, how do you do that? If there are something node exporter which need to be installed, node exporter which is there, right, which tries to collect all of the metrics, node exporter should be installed in all of the things. Okay, how do you do that? And we'll try to show this Prometheus and Grafana in Kubernetes as well, guys. In Kubernetes as a pods we'll try to deploy, and we'll try to show you. So because the things will be, and shell scripting and via AI as well we'll try to show you. So something we'll try to show what are all the AI tools we will try to use. So if you try to see, you can ask many of the things, all the questions you can ask. So shell script to install Tomcat. So but you should be capable enough in order to understand this. So why they are defining as variables, why they are not hard coding elif, else, f. So what is this 2 greater than ampersand 1? So when error comes, we'll try to, what is this sed hyphen n, right? Sed is something in order to replace. W get, what is star? XVF, extracting. Okay, f for file, ch own permission, linking, removing, creating Tomcat, system D service file. What is system D? Many of the people don't know what is system D as well. Like if you try to say the, you should see service name and start, if you give, it should work. So all these things, if you try to say Tomcat or Ansible playbook, directly Ansible playbook to install Tomcat, something, and everything you can get, guys, via AI. and all of the AI tools we will try to take up for sure. uh, for DevOps aspects, how you can quote all of the things, how you will try to, how you, and guys, strong foundations are required for this kind of things. Everything is available for you over the internet, and no company tries to do it from the scratch. All the scripts will be there. You should be capable enough in order to troubleshoot when something goes wrong. That is what the expectation in office. And if any new implementation is given, so let us say your architect say we are stopping all of the Kafka and we are trying to move to like Pulsar in AWS, or we are trying to start using AWS Kinesis. So you should do some or the other Kafka versus AWS Kinesis. So something, and you should do what are all the other advantages, okay, or other things that you can get definitely, and you should write documentation. And at times you will be given this sort of implementation, but from scratch nothing will be, you'll try to develop. At rare cases, in very startups, even in startups, the things will be there. So you just need to understand what the things, how the script is looking, what sort of web servers they are using, what sort of services they are using, what sort of databases they are using, what app servers, web servers, what basic AWS services they are using, how they are providing high availability, how they are trying to take the backups. So all the things you will be getting, I'll try to tell you how you can crack chat GPT for free. We'll try to have separate sessions on resume preparation, resume prep, okay. Like we'll try to have, and every weekend we are trying to plan some revision, or all the concepts what we have delivered, and task will be given, okay. These were all real time tasks itself, guys. So let me show you some task actually, like I have taken, or let me share, not a problem. Or-
Okay. Also, let me complete one thing that yeah, who all can join. Okay, so you anyone who is looking for DevOps. Okay, so like Shankar said, like whoever are having experience in the organizations already. They might be Linux admins, they might be um, people in middleware, whoever are working in middleware who wants to go into the DevOps, and also people who are in different roles, development roles, and people wants to move to the DevOps roles. Okay, so you guys can move into that, and also people who have career gaps. Okay, so like most of the people have career gaps. Okay, so you guys can move into the DevOps for sure with the content what we are delivering, because whatever we are delivering from scratch. And also, I have mentioned a lot of add-ons that we are also giving with this course. Okay, so and also like there are a lot of tasks that we'll be giving every week, and resume building will be there, and we'll give you a project. Okay, so end-to-end project, like how things works in the real time. Okay, so these are all the aspects,
interviews
and
will be on.
whoever are interested to come into the DevOps, you guys can come into the DevOps with content what we are giving. We'll give you everything from scratch. Okay, it's not that you need to have something already. Okay, so it's not like that. Okay, so we are giving every prerequisite, like we are delivering Linux admin, sorry, not Linux admin. We are giving you basics of Linux. We are giving bash scripting. We are giving agile. We are giving you AWS. Okay, so these are all the prerequisites which are required for a DevOps engineer, not only for DevOps engineer, for whatever role you want to be in the market. Okay, so these are the four things that you should have very uh, good knowledge. And also we'll be covering the basics of networking as well, like how, like, because major of the people doesn't know basics of networking, like even most of the people know doesn't know what is private IP, what is public IP, what is IPv4, IPv6, CIDRs for networking. Okay, so these are all the basic things which are required for you to survive in the market right now. And also the most important thing is how you grow yourself in the market, because people who have good experience also, like 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8, 10 years. Okay, so even they need to enhance their skills to be strong in the market and also to move uh, further into their career. It's very important that you know all these aspects. So we'll try to cover every aspect which is required for you. Okay, so yeah, Shankar, go ahead.
And also people, one more point, like who are all interested to come from other parts, like if you try to see mainframes, people will be working since ages in some of the reputed MNCs. I don't want to tell the names, but yeah. So there will be very limited openings in like some companies, even like in IBM or TCS. So or who are all occupied with SAP, there will be very minimal things like with functional SAP, FICO, ABAP, or like many other. SAP security is fine, but yeah, so many other things will be there. And database admins as well, they can opt, because database admin is being given as a service directly. There is no need for you to take the backups on a daily note, right, in cloud. So it is automatically, they are giving you as a service. So it is replacing the people indirectly, right? So these people can increase their particular skills and they can opt. And we will be covering even Linux admin part as well, guys, if time permits. It's not something only on basics itself. You will be able to portray your skills, Linux skills, that you are at least you are having experience 1 or 2 years. If you are having 5 years of gap, 1 or 2 years, uh, like you can portray in your resumes. Okay. And Linux admin, even if you are okay, like you can quote up to 2.5, 3 years as well, Linux admin, because the task will be repeated on a repeated note. And Linux admin completely no one can explain, to be honest. If 100 years is the time duration, 100 years, 100 into 365 into 24 hours, Linux will not be completed, to be honest. A Java will have an end, a Python will have an end, but Linux, it is a kind of an operating system, will never ever have an end, guys. I'm a Red Hat certified. Recently, it's not something nine. Very long back, I have written, but it is something very. To be honest, lot many other things will be there, guys. In order to speak honestly, Linux is something. Any subject you will be understanding only minimal amount of 0.001%. It can be mathematics or physics or anything. I'm not saying, but definitely you can quote 2 or 3 years in Linux. And these were something like assignments, what I have told, right? So these were the assignments that we'll try to. This is how on rough note. So make changes, commit the code, now create, resolve the merge conflicts, verify the merge, how you can have in detail. So like all the things will be in detail. Git itself will be also in be very detail, or many other things. And daily note, all the things will be shared to you. All the class notes, all the things will be shared to you. And things will be everyone, like troubleshooting, installation. Okay. So something all the things why we are like, um I'll try to show you on rough note, guys. So if you try to see, it is something running notes will be given. Okay, I have not updated here, sorry. But history come. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. I guess some things were missing in this batch. But yeah. So if you try to see, these kind running notes will be there. History commands will be also given, guys. All of the things end to end. So you can see cat etc pass wd hyphen. It is a backup file of etc of pass wd. On a clear note, we'll try to tell cd user id of below, like rm hyphen rf username. How do you create group? Okay, group g pass wd hyphen a hyphen m, with all the options. Majority in many of the commands, we can't explain you all of the switches and commands, okay, to enhance the power. So it can be some only some of the commands itself we can in all of the commands we can tell only few switches. So this on rough note, see all the histories, everything, like sticky bit, user SUID, SGID, okay, all the running nodes, F user, LOS, UMount, UUID, right, parted permissions. So on rough note I'm delivering, guys, but yeah, will and this is something with AI combination. Mainly you should be focusing, uh, like how you can customize the script, guys. That's what we'll try to tell you on clear note. How for that basics, strong basics is needed in order to understand all of the things in detail. For sure you need that. We'll try to focus on a clear note how you can have a crystal clear when something is not working, how you can rectify it. That is itself is the main agenda that I personally will deal. Some or the other aspects what max I can do. And if something is getting failed, so how you can troubleshoot all of these things. That is where, like, if some server is not reaching out, how do you fix it? How, what network commands you'll try to use? What is SE Linux or some, what are the things, how you can check the logs, all the things we'll try to have in detail. What logs command, what network commands you'll try to use in detail, like last log or whatever it might be, up to like, yeah, that's it, guys. From and still lot many things will be shared on, like at times, like whenever we have time feasibility, we can have Saturdays and Sundays completely we can dedicate. If you are thinking that you can't manage 5 years, you can code 2 years if you want. Like if this sort of help you need to go to the market, for sure, like Saturday and Sundays I personally can allocate the time, as much as if you are interested end to end. It is apart from syllabus as well. Even
Yeah.
Linux it can be, yeah.
Like it totally depends on your interest. So if you are ready, like I said already, okay, so if you are very much ready and if you want to give you 100%, we are always there for you. Okay, so because you already see what we are delivering. Okay, so what I'm delivering or what Shankar is delivering. Okay, so like even if you see my channel, okay, so Tech IT Factory or before it was IT Technologies, you can see, right, like even for free, like we'll give 100%. Okay, so but here we are charging, so we'll give our 200%. So once you guys give your 100%, definitely you will be in a position to get into the market with strong basics and also with strong skills. Okay, which is very important, right? So like no one in the market is giving. Okay, so I'll say like only 1 or 2% might be there who are giving you these end-to-end content, but we are not completely on a commercialization level, as you guys know, right? So we our first thought of process is to share the technology, share the real time, okay, so that you guys get into the jobs. Okay, so I'll take questions. Uh,
Lot many openings were there, guys, to be honest. So I'll try to say, like, lot many of the people who have completed training, they came to me, like to have only placement help. So if you try to see, I'll try to show you some, every day you are getting openings. If you try to see, Sony Quality is very decent company, very very decent company. It is something 6 years. So if you try to say Sony Qual, if you try to see, it is very reputed company, as I know. Okay, if you try to see, there will be like lot much of competition in order to get into these kind of companies. It is not that simple. So lot many companies, like if you try to see, like lot many companies, lot many openings, MNCs every day you are getting, to be honest, like our candidates is, and many of the people have already got placed, some of the other people. So if you try to see, so careers and technical G-span, okay, so they were hiring all of the things. So release engineer, DevOps, they are giving the JD in detail. So if you try to see number of positions to total number of experience 6 plus years, monitoring we are delivering, security I'll try to take all of the AWS things. Okay, what all we can, and Kubernetes should have expertise, hands-on experience like writing Helm charts, automation deployment through Jenkins, Docker. Okay, Ansible, Shell. We are delivering Ansible. We are delivering Shell and Python as well if time permits. Okay, we are not promising, but to if time permits, I'm saying. So CI/CD, Jenkins should be expertise in Git. We will be. You'll be. I can't say no one can be expertise, guys. You, if you try, if I see the resume that expertise in so and so, I'll not hire that person. Definitely, I am expertise and I'm proficient, so you can keep good knowledge or sound knowledge for sure. In JD it can be, but in resume it can't be. Even if you are 20 years, I would say no. Should be comfortable with respect to Linux environment, require skill. So lot many openings you will be having, guys. To be honest, not only this person, like this person, like some other people have got like he has got AMD or many other companies, so he got placed already. Okay, so we had helped him in resume building and mock interviews, like he had. Okay, so he got placed already in Infosys. So if you try to see, see this HCL is, she is directly the vice president who is trying to take up the interviews. If you try to see, I'll try to show you. Okay. So market is there, guys, at a decent thing. Market is there. Okay, every day HR it's something TCS pending like EP recruitment, but it will work for genuine candidates itself. To be honest, so an interview will be very easy, guys. TCS interview is very easy. To be clear, yeah, just you need to understand, and it will be a great opportunity who have genuine experience, who have taken our course. That will be definitely an added advantage. So if you try to see HCL, okay, uh, tag Lara Josh directly, she had even taken the interviews directly. Okay, if you try to see, she is Lara Joshi and she is the director or vice president that we had inquired somewhere. See, director, associate director. It's not US, but you have decent market. What I'm trying to address or
Yeah.
emphasize is,
Openings are there. It's not that it's totally dry. Like I said, like a lot of people are stressing on like this. There are no openings, but they are good openings. Okay, so people are getting calls.
guys,
Okay,
you,
so
it is an art, guys. To be honest,
yeah,
it is a very good art to how you need to go to your IT field. So how you can portray your skills, how you can portray your experience, how you can show, how you can have your interview, how you can schedule your interview, how you can link up with many other things, how you can use your LinkedIn Premium. I had seen many of my friends who had taken LinkedIn Premium, and just for 1 month, only like they don't want to pay, as they don't have, like it is for 1 year, it is something 11,000, right? So for 1 year with one mail ID, they'll try to sign it up and they'll try to make connections, as many connections you can make, right? There is no limit, if I'm not wrong. So how it is a kind of art, how you can go to an IT company, how you can fit. It's all up to you how you like melt yourself, and how you can go. It takes time to chew it, swallow it, and digest it, all of the things at a go. But on a gradual note, your graph will change on a drastic note. That's what we can address. On day one itself, you will not be able to understand these, how you can have your resumes, how resume skills, what skill set you need to keep, how Naukri resumes. And we have, like I had many of the HRs, guys. I mean, who are and who has Naukri account, and we can help you out in order to pull up top 20, 10 or 20 or 50 resumes to you directly, and you can modify appropriately. So because they are, and if you try to give DevOps resumes, you will be getting 10,000 resumes on Naukri. So only the people whose resume which is standing at the first to 50th positions, they only will be getting continuous calls. But we can help you out directly taking their resumes and forwarding to you. you can customize the things as per your skill set, and they will be knowing definitely more or more things they will be knowing. So you can remove some or the other things, and what are all the assignments what we are giving, so you can keep a line in resumes: resolving merge conflicts, managing NFS server, okay, like working with permissions direct, like you can addressing Jenkins build failures, monitoring. So what all we deliver on daily basis, you can add lines and you can customize the things as per your needs. Yeah. Like Jayana will take up from here.
Yeah, guys, like what is money. You can see this ID, right? KSWEPAD Okay, you can join and you can ask the question if you want. Open Gmeet. In Gmeet, like you just type this link. Okay, so you can join. Okay, and someone is asking, is there openings in DevOps crypto too? Okay, so just now Shankar has shown you like, okay, there are a lot of tools. Hi Yoginder, hi Anil. Cloud admin jobs outdated. No man, like how can be cloud admin jobs were outdated? There are a lot of openings. Okay, so you guys can search like what are the class timings? Class timings will be morning. Okay, so 8 to 10.
You announce the timings as well.
Yeah, yeah. Timings are 8 to 10 in the morning, guys. Like even if you are uh, interested in evening batches, just let us know so that we'll see and we'll let you know. But prefer morning so that you guys will be very like it will be very fresh minded. Okay, so it will be very good that you can get things easily. Yeah, Bhargav.
Yeah. Hi. Hi. So I have some queries. Like I have around like 4 years of experience. Currently, I'm working with an MNC in
Mm,
DevOps. So currently, I'm trying to like switching the job from my current organization. I'm getting
okay,
very good calls, but from past 20 days, I'm trying. I got around 20, 25 plus of calls, and I have attended more than 10 interviews. I can able to clear the first round, but I can't able to clear the second round. I couldn't able to make it to second round, so I need some help regarding that. I have worked hands-on experience in Kubernetes and all, but not up to the like creating the cluster wide and everything like that. So basic of
okay. So in the second round, in the sense like where you are lagging, like are you
like
go
see, I have idea on the tools like Terraform and all in AWS cloud. I have experience only like around 8 months only, but not up to like 2 years 3 years. But I have mentioned in my resume I have experience in AWS for more than 3 years, but I'm lagging in cracking the questions regarding AWS and Terraform.
okay?
Yeah,
So what?
now you should know Terraform and Kubernetes for sure in the market, and cloud as well. So
Yes.
you should not learn on rough note like the basics. So how do you take the backup of etcd? They'll ask it in different context, like what
Yeah,
is the
they're asking
definition.
very very in-depth questions in Terraform
Yeah,
and Kubernetes. I
yeah,
can
yeah,
able.
yeah. You should be strong, like so like what is the difference between Kubernetes taint and Terraform taint?
Yeah.
So it can be anything on rough note, I'm telling. So you should be, and you should first know what are taints and tolerations in Kubernetes. By default, any of the workloads are will not be getting deployed in master, because master is by default tainted. That is the reason. So then you should know the Terraform taint, so then only you can be able to answer. So like it can be different scenarios they can ask. So whatever you have kept in your resume, and whatever the answers that you are trying to give, on that answers itself they'll try to ask questions, and on the basis of your resume itself the questions goes. There is nothing fancy beyond that they'll ask. If you try
Yeah,
to
yes,
say that
yes.
yeah.
So Bhargav, like what you are expecting from
Like I
us,
need
like
some guidance for interview preparation, and also I want to join like regarding the course also. Like I need to
okay,
brush up my skills since it's been 4 years. I'm working on the same technology, same project, so
great.
there is not much to learn. So I need to brush up my skills to basic level. So that
Yeah.
is
Yeah, definitely. See, that is what, like, if you see, you might have already seen the contents, like what we are delivering. Okay,
Yes, yes,
so,
yes. I came to
right.
your
So,
YouTube channel from past like 4 days onwards. Like before that, I didn't know about like the
okay,
pipeline.
okay. Even if you see all the channel, like, you'll get a lot of information in my channel as well.
Yeah, yeah,
So there are a lot of courses, like you can see like what I'm delivering from last 3 years. Okay, so it's not like you don't get the content or something. Like you'll get everything from basics to advanced, like Shankar said, right? So these are all the aspect. These are all aspects are very important when you are going for the interview. See, the problem is like few of the people know the flow, few of the people know the project, but they don't know the content itself. Like you said, right? In the
yeah,
Terraform, for example, if someone asks you like, just give me a code by writing a simple argument with a depends on or with count, or what is a provider or what is a provisioner, what is the difference between these two, or how you can use different provisioners, right? So
yeah,
these kind of questions like you have to answer. Okay, so but most of the time, like when you are in the real time, also you don't know all these aspects.
yeah,
Okay,
yes, yes,
but when you are going for the interview, it's very important that you know the definitions, basic definitions, right? So you'll get everything. Like if you join the course, you'll get everything. But the most important thing, like if you want to have a like if you ask me for a suggestion, I would say that you already have the real time experience, you already into the DevOps. Okay, so the
yes,
most important thing is you list down everything, you make a notes of everything. Okay, it's not an easy thing, but it will take at least uh, 3 4 weeks for you to list down everything in a proper way with respect to each tool, right? Like
yeah,
GitHub, you need to go for Jenkins or GitLab, you need to go for AWS or Azure, you need to go for Terraform, Ansible, Kubernetes, Docker, right? So everything you need to remember everything. Like it's not like, okay, I'm very good in Docker and Kubernetes commands. I don't know Terraform. Okay, so but if you go to the interview and you have delivered everything in the Docker and Kubernetes, and in the second half of the interview, he asks you a basic 2 or 3 definitions in the Terraform. You are unable to answer, he will not hire you.
yeah.
Okay,
Today
that
also
is what
same.
happens.
Yeah, yeah. Today I missed the like interview second run like rejected from Sony. So they entirely focused on Terraform. I have only basic knowledge in Terraform, but I have
Okay.
experience in Kubernetes. But
Hmm.
they asked in depth in Terraform itself.
Okay.
Yeah,
Generally what happens, like generally people will ask you only on top questions, but
yeah,
when we don't know the subject, we think that they have asked very in depth. Okay, so
yeah,
like
yeah. Yes, yes.
the perspective. Okay, so because no one can go inside completely deep down of the Terraform, and they cannot ask because most of the people don't have that much of uh, interest in asking questions. Okay, so they will always try to replicate what is there in their environment. Okay, so it will be very easy if you already deep dive into the topic like Terraform topic. Okay, so then that will be very easy. Like you can answer any question they ask. Have they asked you to write any code?
Yes, yes. They asked me to write a Python script, but I told like I don't have experience in Python. But they asked
Okay.
me to define array like this to
Hmm.
define the numbers in Python. Like they asked me, they given a question and they asked me to share the screen and
You
write it.
can,
Yeah.
yeah, you can try to search at that time over the internet and just write it.
No, no, no,
In
no. They asked me to don't. They also specified that don't use any AI tools like ChatGPT and all that
No, no,
stuff.
no. Like in the meantime itself, you need to, if you try to see the code on rough note, you should be
Yeah.
able, on glance, you should remember at that
Yeah.
time, right? You can't say, yeah, you should share your only your window tab of Notepad.
Yes, yes.
They'll try to say, no, no, I want whole screen. So in that time itself, we should search all of the things, how to search an array, all of the things, how to define an array in Python, and yeah, you should see it. Sorry, I thought I had shared. So something, these kind of tricks you need to play.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
something when you don't know on rough note, I'm telling, but
Yeah,
and
yes, yes.
so yeah, an interview, complete interview things as well. We'll try to share everyone who is giving the interview. So we had identified and we are trying to make the documentation on a clear note, and we are keeping all of the things. So recently, like a couple of our known ones had given, they had asked like what if we are giving CD slash home for 10 years of DevOps years like experience.
Okay.
They were expecting technical thing actually, and I have around 34 accounts and only 33 accounts in user administration. I mean in Linux, but only 33 users were able to log in. Only one account is unable to log in. We had checked all the things. What are all the possibility cases? But can you suggest like few of your things they had asked? So a lot many things on daily note we are trying to make on personal note to be. I'll try to share once again. Just a second. So whenever we'll try to not only Linux or Terraform or all other things, we'll try to share you all the interview things.
I will
Uh,
also share my experience, interview questions and experience if you want to.
yeah, we are updating all of the things is like whenever the things been asked, we will be updating all of the things who has given interviews, all the things like we are addressing with all of the things. Okay, so if you try to see sorry, uh, like all these things like Jayanna will share like who are all giving all of the interview things with respect to various things. We'll try to share you once you join our program. We'll try to share you like every day some or the other people will be giving an interview. We'll try to share over the email or Slack channels. We'll try to see a common medium to everyone, and like we'll try to have mock interviews whenever we have time. All the things will be there. So it's not it would be some mixture. On an immediate note you'll not getting but
Yeah.
to address 25 interviews for sure you should be able to clear. In the sense, learning is Bhargav one thing, learning is a different thing. Okay, working in office is a different thing,
Yeah, yeah, I know.
giving an interview is different. So these three things were different things. So once you clear interview, that is fine. The journey starts with respect to holding your job. There will be two things: survivability and sustainability.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
when you know only the basics or something on rough note, even in not in detail, what is what, this ch mod u plus x, something like that. So whenever you are trying to do what happens internally in detail, where that switch is getting triggered, if you don't know, you can just survive. You can take support like as of now in the many of the people who are trying to take support, and you can survive. Sorry, you can sustain the things, but you can't survive in the market. Okay, so there will be for sure an curve edge between all of your learning and your particular interview. And once your interview is done, so that is the reason we are trying to help you out the real time things. Okay, and we are taking a help and many other things. Whenever you are strong with basics, so I can strongly say like up to my point, like whenever something new things were given, for sure I can do at least R&D on all of the things. Even I could not accomplish or complete the task, for sure I'll try to give 50 to 70% like on rough note, this is what I have done. And I can go to the leads or someone or project managers or group whoever have assigned the task. So this is what I have done. I'll try to include what are all the things that I know, and I'll try to. But these kind of things you should do when you go to office. That will be achieved whenever you try to think on a different note. In the sense, same things you can same task you can think in a different aspect. So that's where we are trying to fill up the gap with various many other things. And I'll try to show you many aspects, all the things whenever something. How the basic thing is, once you go are into an organization, there will be definitely a pressure for 1 or 2 months. I mean, in some companies they'll not in order to get the access and all of the things, it will take 15 days
yes,
to
yes.
1 month. And in other context, immediately as of now, many of the organizations were stressing on the things of the people. They just want to deploy immediately on the project. They don't want to waste their company's fund by giving the candidate who are all on bench. Because
Right, right. There are a lot of companies, like even I see that whenever a person joins, right, like they are asking him to do the coding, or they are asking him to start on the sprints from the next week. Okay, it's not like
yes, yes,
we have good time. Okay, so before we used to have, where we used to have 20, 30 days of time to get the access, you'll get the KT, knowledge transfer, all that stuff. But right now it has been fast forwarded. Like it is only 1 week. They'll give you all the recordings. They will say to learn to check all the recordings. In other next week, they'll be giving you a sprint and you need to work on the sprint. You need to start on working because they have changed their aspects because of lot of people are coming in, they are wasting 1 month. Okay, so they're not getting into the job. Okay, so after 3 months, they will realize that he is not capable. Then they are removing from the jobs. A lot of things have been changed. Okay, so in 2023, in 2024, you'll see more scrutiny. Okay, so organizations are behaving in a such a way that they want people to work from this day one. Okay, so from day one, they
Yes.
are expecting you to work. Okay, so no one is waiting for you to
And
get the
from
access or
March,
to
if you
get
try
all
to
that stuff.
observe, guys, it is
Yeah.
some from day like interviews will be offline, and like it is not something hybrid note, or from day one office work will be given to you. It's not something. And
Even now also they are asking like face-to-face interviews. Even I have
yes, yes, yes.
some scenarios.
Yeah. And I know, guys, it will be very hectic, to be honest. But up to March or April or some or the other thing, up to June, you can drag. After that, it will be very hectic, guys. So the openings will be two or three. I have seen personally a lot many of my friends as well. So there will be 5 to 10 openings. 1,000 people will be coming for the drive. After first round, they'll try to say from 9 to 12 it goes, and around 2 it goes. On rough note, lot many people will be there, around 20 people. They'll be taking each one for 10 interviews, and they'll try to say 600 people you can leave. First results were, and after post lunch, they'll try to say, they'll try to screw you in detail, like all the things. They'll try to not read all of your resume on rough note as headlines on newspaper. In headlines, what will be the things they'll not try to read. They'll try to read in detail, and they'll give you paper, and they'll tell you to write the things in detail. And in that, they'll try to get some 40 or 30 candidates. And in like in the other meetings will be there. Okay, project manager will be taking, who will be just checking an IQ, and in that they'll try to remove 20, and 10 people will be winding, or in that they'll try to remove 3 or 4 people, HR, as per their budget constraints. And this is how the drive goes when it is offline, to be honest. Lot many people will be there. As of now, it is good. To be honest, it is far better rather than giving going to offices and giving offline interviews. As of now, our people, like the candidates, are giving time to HR. But after like few days, or after some 8 months or approximately, it will be very hectic to go to offices and give and to clear the things. It will be very tough journey, guys, believe me. Yeah. So here we will be molding you or grooming you in all the three different aspects. One is with respect to subject wise. One is with respect to other one is with respect to your interview, how you can portray every day whenever we deliver the things. This can be a concept. Okay, like let us say in Linux. Like recently, what happens whenever you try to create a user? What happens in the background? Generally, that was the question. A group gets created, our friend, like our known one, have told. But that is not the right answer. You can check the logs. He told, he show opened the screen, he told to spin up an instance, and he showed the logs. So the answer is, first group gets created, and after that user gets added into that group. So if you try to, so these kind of things in interview point of view and subject point of view will try to mold you. And at the same time, we'll try to help you out how office environment, how you can adopt yourself quickly when any new task will be there given. So no one can help you out, guys, and all the, like, whenever it is your responsibility to help you out, officers will be back to like ask the things. Okay, there will be separate scrum master, they'll be addressing, like they'll be asking you the questions what you have done. So if anything new things was given, how you can take up the things, and how you can do all of your work even if it is new. That sort of like thought process or mindset that we can help you out, like we can inculcate in you. So these three aspects, after getting job, how you can prepare interview, prior the basic strong foundation, all these three things will try to help you out. That's what, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Like Bhargav, do you have any questions?
Yo, I'm good. I will connect offline with you.
Okay, yeah, you guys can call us at any point of time. Okay, so in description we have already given form. You guys can fill the form, and also
Yeah,
you
please
can
do fill
call
the
the
form,
numbers.
guys, and please do spread the things as we are trying to do on a nominal cost. Okay, to be honest, you can spread the word to your known ones who are, and it is something who are very new to the things. We will be starting what is RAM, what is computer, what is ROM, what is NIC card, all the things from the scratch. We'll try to start. There is no prerequisites to join this particular course, so you can spread a word to your known ones and make the things like beneficial for them and for us. Okay, so it will be kind of for sure we'll be giving our 100% best, whatever we had given in the syllabus. Beyond the things, we'll try to deliver, to be honest. But we are not trying to portray that, but what has promised, for sure it will be delivered. All the assignments, like whenever they, like I personally deliver whenever there is a concept which is coming. For sure this can be an interview question. How you can see that user is being locked, how you will try to identify what is the particular importance of exclamation mark in cat etc shadow. Okay, what is the particular, like how you can address, how you can see that user is a member in the group of in Linux. How you can how do you troubleshoot when 404 error comes. So these kind of, whenever we try to deal, not only me, everyone will try to tell this can be an interview question, this can be an interview question, we'll try to tell. But I can't promise this will be the only interview question. So in this context we'll try to drive. So you can tell to your known ones, like, and yeah. And this batch itself will we are trying to have nominal cost, and people who have registered, they are getting some discounts, you that you can talk with Jayana. And yeah, thanks guys from my end.
Yeah, yeah, you can call to the numbers. Okay, so in the description, guys, like it's already there, and also fill the form so that we'll also call you back in the morning. Okay, so if you have any queries, you guys can
Yeah,
post
in
that in the
between as
Telegram. You
well.
guys can post in WhatsApp. You guys can post in Instagram. Okay, so I've given all the
Yeah,
links in the description. You guys can connect back.
you can tell your number as well, Anna, once, like who are all watching video, if your thumbnail is not there, number and mail ID.
Yeah, yeah, in the description it's already there, but you guys can call us at 630-559-8849 for any thing. And also you guys can call us 8639123675, which is already there in description as well. Okay, so for emails, like you can email us at techitfactory@gmail.com for any queries. Okay, so even there, like we'll try to give all the response back for you so that we'll be answering all your questions. Okay, so yeah, these are all the mediums that you can call us. Okay, so what is the syllabus for this course? Raja Constantine. Okay, so I'll just show you the syllabus again. Like if you go to members.techitfactory.com. Okay, so here if you go to the courses, okay, so here you have DevOps job ready course contents. Okay, so if you click on this and if you log in, you will get all the PDF. Okay, so you can get the PDF from here. Okay, so you can download this PDF. Okay, so it's here there's an attachment. You can just click on this attachment and you can get the PDF document. And also I'll show it here again. Okay, so first we'll be covering the Linux. Okay, so major of the Linux will be covering, which is required for the DevOps. Then we'll cover all the bash scripting. Okay, so if you see, Okay, so see, there will be a lot of add-ons. Okay, so this is not that we'll be uh, uh, not providing you anything as such. Okay, so we might miss something on the document, but we'll cover everything whatever it is required. Okay, so then we'll go with Agile, Scrum for DevOps, and also Git and GitHub, which is required for the DevOps engineers. And we'll talk about the services in AWS, whatever the services are required. Okay, so these are all the services which I have listed here. So it will cover all the AWS fundamentals. Then we'll go with Maven and Jenkins, which are very much required for the CI/CD. Okay, so which are very much required for the DevOps engineer. Then you can see the Terraform. Okay, so Terraform also, we are going to cover everything which are required on Terraform. Okay, so when I'm saying Terraform, it's not like go and create a AWS EC2 or VPC using Terraform, right? First, you need to know what is Terraform. The, without knowing Terraform, without knowing what are the variables, what are modules, what are expressions and functions, what is backend, what is state files, what is workspace, what are provider creations, what are state functionalities. Okay, so without knowing this, you cannot go and create something out of the box. Okay, so here, like I've given Azure, but we'll be covering everything in the AWS. Okay, so then you will get all the Docker and Kubernetes completely. Like when I'm talking about Kubernetes, so with respect to the DevOps engineer, it's very much CKAD is required. Okay, so we'll cover complete CKAD syllabus for this, and also the Docker, complete Docker, what is required for you. Then the Ansible. So if you see the Ansible content also will cover everything. Okay, so we'll cover what is Ansible, how to install it, what are ad hoc commands, what are playbooks, what are the variables, what are the facts. Okay, so using tasks, like how you use Jinja 2 templates, and what are the Ansible rules. Okay, so we'll try to cover, not try to cover, we will cover everything what is required for the Ansible. Okay, so then comes your Prometheus and Grafana, very much important for your monitoring. It's very, very important. Like you should know how Prometheus and Grafana works, how you monitor your Kubernetes, how you monitor your servers or VMs which have been deployed in your cloud. Then we'll go with your project end to end, then resume building, and also the mock interviews, and also the tasks we'll be giving you bi-weekly tasks like Shankar has already shown you in the screen. Okay, so those are all the things we'll be covering. Okay, so this is the content, and you guys can download this PDF, like I said, from members.techitfactory.com. Okay, so this is the link. Okay, so I'll also paste this link. Okay, anyway, I'll update this link in description as well. Okay, so that you guys can get it.
And guys, what we have promised over the syllabus, beyond the things will be delivered if time permits, for sure. That is for sure. Like it can be Linux, or it can be Ansible, or it can be Kubernetes or Jenkins or Git. Or first, the priority will be given on what basis the job will be like that you can crack on an easier. Like what important things that you need to address, like if you are unable to crack DevOps, like then we'll try to see that you can add one or two projects, one project in Linux, one project in cloud admin, two projects in DevOps if you have 5 years or 6 years. So in likewise we'll try to plan. So we are all there to help you out at like what is required if you are unable to do in detail things. Okay, it goes on goes, to be honest. If we try to deliver the subject, it tries to goes on goes. If to be honest, like if I try to deliver Linux itself, it can take up to 300 or 500 hours in detail, like what is what, each and every file, all the things, but which is not required for DevOps engineer, to be honest. So on minimal basis, what is required on a productive note first will be delivered, and after that it will be like it depends upon the interest as well. Yeah, thanks guys, that's all I had from my end. And thanks everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, yeah, anyone can take this course. Okay, so even whatever country you belongs to. Okay, so it's all about sharing the knowledge. Okay, so is it
Yeah,
possible to
and
shift the class time from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. instead of 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. as we will be traveling to office? We'll think of it, Sri, but we cannot assure you. Okay, so we'll take that. We'll note it, and we'll let you know, because we'll
and
ask
guys,
everyone
please
like
do
if
fill
is
the
it going
form,
to be.
guys, who are all interested.
Okay, can you say about how days it will take to learn complete DevOps course? Bro, this is for 4 months. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so that's it, guys. Like, if you have any queries, like I said, you guys can post. Okay, so you guys can call us. Okay, so and also you guys can email us. You guys can connect in Telegram, WhatsApp, wherever it is. Okay, so that is all. And have a great day. Have a great week ahead. Thank you very much for joining this live session and have a great day. Bye. Thank you,
Yeah,
Shankar. Thank you very much for all
yeah.
the insights.
Thanks.
Bye.